your opinion, how can we build a city of museums in a good way?
So a city of museums means you have to interconnect all the museums and facilities you have. I mean by this, if you have a museum, and the museum is definitely a place for education, also for entertainment, but also for research. This means you have to interconnect not only the museums in a bigger network, but also the institutions for research, like universities, schools, and definitely education departments. There are other ways in the sense of, let's say, intangible heritage. That's a very important role for culture. Intangible heritage means something like handicrafts, but also music, sound. And as you know, every city has its own sound structures. And this could be a definite situation of interconnecting museums in the sense of sound, music, theater, or the different performance practices. This is something you should go forward to get an identity on the city of Beijing.
What are the potential challenges of building a city of museums?
If you're interconnecting museums, you're also getting advantages in departments who could be working for several museums at the same time. And this is what I mean about networking, the thing, not doing work double or triple times.
Yes.
This will take time, it's a challenge, but it's rewarding a lot later on.
You are the director of the Berlin Ethnological Museums and Asian Art Museums. Do you have any plans to for full cooperation between Chinese museums and the ethnological museums and the Asian art museums?
So these are two museums in one location. Collection worldwide means Africa, South America, North America, Oceania, whole Asia. And I must say the collection is big. It's very big. It's more than 500,000 objects from the last 150 years, different areas in the world. And this is a challenge for us because we have to reconnect it to the societies we belong to. So we're already doing this. We have a lot of colleagues working in connection with partners from China. As I said, I have been here several times, and the interconnection is on different levels. We had good interconnections with music archaeology, for one example, then the department from ethnology. One of our colleagues will just come here next week or a week after to work with some colleagues here in the museums on models and house models we have in our collection, which is very interesting in the sense of architecture, ancient architecture. Then we are definitely working about different scripts. We are working about paintings together. We had, for an example, an interconnection between music archaeologists, that means historical music from the archaeological side. In China, we had at least 3 different big conferences on this topic in cooperation with Germany, with our museum. And there we had done something like recreating ancient music, at least discussing how we can do this, and also in the sense of ancient Chinese music. I think this is very important because seeing the long history and ancient music of China and also contemporary music, it shows that you have a very continuous strain of cultural impact and cultural context, which is just going on till the present time.